Good day. This is Teresa Fredericks from Growing Businesses Using Projects, and I'm here with yet another video, this time on MS Project. I am looking at the different ways of determining the critical part in MS Project and the importance of the part. So let's get started. My intent with this and every video is to ensure that the ordinary person can understand what is being taught and apply it. Alright, I have opened MS Project and I am going to show the different ways of seeing the critical part. For instance, if you right click right here next to the task mode, you're going to see a conceptual menu and you go down to schedule, and what is going to come up is the amount of free slack and total slack that exists on the various tasks, so that you are realizing immediately that all the tasks are on the critical part. But if you wanted to view the critical part in red, you go into format, you go into critical part tasks, and you realize that all the tasks that are on the critical part has turned red. So this schedule is giving you the free slack and the total slack, and when you click on the critical tasks, we are actually getting them all in red. Now, if there were tasks that were not on the critical part, you would have had differences in the free slack and total slack of some of the tasks. Another way of determining the tasks that are in the critical part is by actually going into, by clicking and going into something called a tracking Gantt. And when you click on that, you would realize again you are actually seeing the tasks that are in the critical part. Now you may ask, what is the importance of the critical part? The critical part is the longest part through the schedule, but it's the earliest time the project can finish. So that when you define the critical part, you're actually finding the duration of the project. And you have to be careful that as you implement a project, you don't create additional critical parts. Because if a part that is non-critical is delayed beyond the time of the project, it's going to create another critical part. Now, there may be times when, having completed your project, you realize that the schedule is too long and you're looking for ways of shortening the schedule. One of the ways is to look at the critical path activities. You may determine which ones could be done in parallel, which ones you can put a lead on, so that instead of having a finish to start relationship, you start a little before the previous predecessor finishes. You can even revisit your scope to see if any adjustments could be made and things that are not critical to the project omitted, so that you can bring the project online in terms of the schedule, the deadline by which the organization wanted this project to be finished.